I'm Darden Smith. I write songs, tell stories, travel around, see some crazy things. Here's a few songs from my record, Love Calling. So I wrote this song. It's called Seven Wonders, and I wrote it with Harley Allen. Harley was an amazing songwriter, a quite successful songwriter in Nashville, and so when you get set up to co-write with somebody, you often don't know them, and I was offered the opportunity to write with Harley, and I mean Harley'd written all those amazing Alan Jackson songs. I mean he had a room in his house that was literally floor to ceiling platinum and gold albums. It was quite intimidating, and but so before I went to write with Harley, I was trying to get the idea like what Harley was like, and the friends of mine had just said, well, he's kind of cranky, he can get a little irritable, so just try to be really chilled out and really neutral with him. So I thought, okay, well, that's great, so so I went to Harley's house, and we meet and we talk, and I didn't really know much about him, his life, and so I started talking about it, like, where'd you grow up? And his dad was Red Allen, who was the famous bluegrass guy, and so he grew up in his dad's bluegrass band. He started going on the road when he was 13, and never graduated from high school or anything like that. And but as we're talking more, and we start talking about guitars, because that's what people talk about. Songwriters get together and you talk about guitars, and I was actually playing this guitar. I was playing this brown guitar here, a little nylon string. When I like to write songs on it. So for some reason I decided to take it to Harley's house, and I left this guitar in the car. And as we were sitting there talking about guitars, Harley said, well, there's really only one kind of guitar that they make. And I was like, really? And he goes, yeah, I mean, Martins. If you don't play a Martin, you're not really playing a guitar, And I was like, oh, yeah. And he goes, there's some really great guitar players in Nashville, but there's some guys that are just like complete idiots too. And I went, yeah. And he goes, yeah, like Steve Wariner. He's a great guitar player, but he plays a black guitar. I mean, he said, what kind of a dumbass would play a black guitar? But anyway, I had this idea for this song, Seven Wonders of the World, and I'd heard somebody say it in a restaurant, and I just heard the phrase, and that's the way songs come, is they stick into your mind, and quite often songs start with titles. And so I had this idea for Seven Wonders of the World. So I'd written a chorus for it and a melody, and I had a rhythm, and I had the whole chorus and most of the first verse. And so I went to Harley with this idea, Seven Wonders of the World. He goes, he's sitting there smoking a cigarette. And he goes, yeah, okay, well, let's hear it. And I played it for him, and he goes, well, the title is good. So we threw it all away, and we started with this. I wonder why she loves me after all this time. I wonder why this could be. I wonder if she's mine. I wonder why she's always saying I'm so great. I wonder why she knows I know I'm wandering this way. I can tell you she's no average, ordinary girl. She's the seven wonders of my world. And I'm not talking about the Taj Mahal, the pyramids, Grand Canyon, that Great Wall. And I'm not wondering about the Northern Lights. I'm talking about the great love of my life. Wonder why the good Lord gave this man the perfect girl. She's the seven wonders of my world. Seven wonders of my world. I wonder why an angel ever flew my way. I wonder what I ever did to live in heaven every day. I wonder if she'll ever know how much she's done for me. I wonder if I've told her. I wonder if she sees. 'Cause I can tell you she's no average, ordinary girl. She's the 7 wonders of my world. And I'm not talking about the Taj Mahal, pyramids, Grand Canyon, that Great Wall. And I'm not wondering about the Northern Light. I'm talking about the great love of my life. I wonder why the good Lord gave this man the perfect girl. She's the 7 wonders of my world. The 7 wonders of my world. And I wonder why the good Lord gave this man the perfect girl. She's the 7 wonders of my world. 7 wonders of my world. Oh, 7 wonders of my world.